Hello? Anyone there?
Hi. Hello?
Hi. How you
Hi.
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little hungry. I should order some food.
Yeah, sorry about are you also in this time zone?
I'm on the West Coast.
West Coast. Yeah. So 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? You're
Yeah,
West
me
Coast?
too. Yeah. I'm in Seattle. So.
Oh, okay. Did we do a practice interview together earlier? Have you been doing these for a little while?
No, just my second time.
Your second time?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, let me start off by telling you a little bit about me and my background as an engineer.
Okay.
And I think it's standard practice in interviews for me to, if I were the interviewer, to ask you about your background. So if you feel comfortable talking about that, practicing your spiel, I'll ask you about that, and then maybe we can figure out something you'd like to work on, and we can work through a problem together.
Okay.
Cool. So I am a back-end applications engineer at LinkedIn, and I've been in the industry for like 3 years, relatively young, and I work mostly in Java and Scala on back-end systems and services, like web services, as well as Hadoop jobs, usually running on Spark, but occasionally things like scalding or low-level Hadoop jobs. That's me.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah. So I'm working 1 year for now. So as also a software engineer, mainly developing desktop application. So it's I use the Electron framework. So I write a JavaScript. It's using React for the front end, and also I use a little bit Go for the so-called backend of the app, but it's not really backend because it's also it's combined as a client-side application for our we have a cloud platform, a cloud service. So we do business with police officers and government. So we provide software and also some hardware like body camera and for them to use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you use Go for the backend, but it's not truly backend.
Yeah. Recently I'm working on the uploading application, so it just allows you to drag and drop in files and preview them and edit some of the related fields and upload them to our cloud platform. So I do, I have a backend, like I write the upload part in Go and managing the most of the business logic in the Go part. So I just use the JavaScript for rendering the UI. So yeah, but it's a client-side application to upload files to our website.
Cool. Cool. So is there anything you'd like to practice specifically today? What's your do you have an objective with your hiring search?
Yeah. For recently, I don't have any interviews. Actually, I just failed one. But so I just thinking of doing making some improvements, maybe to hearing some like feedback from the interviewers to see where I could improve. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's what this is really great for.
Yeah.
You know, what you wish during the interview is that the interview would just break character and help you out and kind of give you the points. Cool. So you work on sort of web software, which uses a lot of these data structures. So since you don't seem to have, do you have any kind of like preference if I had to like go through sort of categories, like do you want a more algorithmic question or maybe a bit more data structure oriented, or it's okay if you don't have any preference also?
Yeah, I don't have any preference.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. And try it out. Switch it to JavaScript because I'm assuming you'll use that, or maybe you'll use Go. Or...
I could use JavaScript. Yeah, if you.
Cool. All right. So let's say I give you a list of numbers. So start with 5, 3, 2, 50, 80, and I also give you a target number. I would like you to write a function that will return the pair with given difference, provided the list and the or the difference. And so in this example, the solution to this particular one would be, actually, I have to roll it on my computer in order to see. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So the solution here is 80 and 80 and 2, because 80 minus 2 is 78. And in this particular problem, I think there's an emphasis on runtime. So keep that in mind as you try to think of a solution.
Okay. So if there are multiple answers, is it okay to you just need one?
If there's multiple answers, you mean? Oh, yeah. It's fine just to list the first one that you come across.
Okay. Yeah. Obvious one solution would be to really calculate each for each pair. You calculate the difference until you find one that match. That means you will get a number, and you try to you basically want to loop through all the pairs. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's n squared if you want the time wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do any better?
Yeah. So basically, you could if you use like a set or a map, basically to record each one you go through, and maybe you can check along the way if there's something. Maybe I can. Right. For example, you want a 78. You want 78 when you go when you hit 5, you can check if I have say 83 or 83. So it's always minus, right? So it's 83 or not. Do I have 83 or not? If I have 83 already, I could just return the pair. And if I don't, I'll just record 5, and I go to the next one. I say I made 20, and I'll check if I have 98, for example. If I have 98, I could just return the pair. If I don't, I just record 20 and go to the next one. So I think when I go to the 80, I need to check if I got 2. I already got 2 here, so I just return 80 and 2.
Cool. What happens if
Yeah.
That seems fine. I think there's one specific technicality to that, but I think it'll either. Let's see if you anticipate it in your code.
Okay, I'll just maybe start to write down. Generally there might be bugs, but we can fix that maybe later on if it's not so obvious. So I could start writing this algorithm like I could use as a set, and so I think the list for it. We'll see if that has the if plus e. So we could return return the if plus e and e. Go. Else IE. Yes. So I return yeah, we have something like this. So basically This is E, right? Maybe I can run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me how it works.
I think there is difference. We compile user this list. See? Maybe not div plus E. I still have some case. Should find if I have plus E. Sorry, I should not correct. Div minus E or E minus div.
Okay.
Yeah. It's but it might be E minus. No, not E minus. Just div minus E. Div minus E. Yeah. Is 32.
So.
But in this case, the div will be, if the div is larger than, so it's actually I need to have an absolute value, something like absolute value. So like div. So I think it's find the I guess it's still div plus E or set as I think it's E as div. Yeah, this should be one case, and also why still because this one should give me the answer, right? Because the E, when the E is 80, well, that's 2.
So I'm not as familiar with the ES6 API.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do like something like for each. I maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, no. I definitely shouldn't. I'm not. I'm not too. So
for these purposes, Personally, I don't care, and I don't think usually an interviewer won't care too much, as long as your algorithm is right. I mean, sometimes they're looking, okay, do you know ES6? While you might wanna, yeah, I mean, it's usually nice to be a little bit conservative with your syntax.
Yeah. Because for each syntax would basically taking a function for every element. It's like transforming every element, but it won't return. The return won't be return the outside function. It's just return the inside the function that gets assigned to each element. So it's not right, just like that. It's fine. Let me try this time. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's definitely
nice. Okay. So usually I give that one in. People either do it pretty fast or it takes the whole time. So for you, it took us only about 20 minutes, which is pretty fast. And you basically have the optimal solution here, which is great, because I think the cleverness of doing the two checks. So you say if diff plus e is our number, or if e minus diff is our number, that saves us a loop through the list, so we don't have to go through it twice. We can just go through it once, which is an added optimization. Because in either case, it's O of 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give you another one, if you're up for it. Let's see if I can pick a relatively smaller one. I'll find a good one. That one's crazy. All right, here's one. This one's fun. We're gonna try this one done in time. So this one's kind of similar. It also involves summing numbers, and with this one, our goal is to, given an array, copy an array. And also, given a target, 15, our objective is to figure out the indices of the subarray that, when the values of that subarray are summed, equals the provided target number right here. So in this case, I believe 15 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the first. It's the first. It's the first 0 through 4.
Okay. So we're still looking for just the one answer, right?
It really doesn't matter which solution you provide. Okay. Although that's a good question to ask.
Yeah. Like one obvious solution would be, you just, I think, calculate all the subarray sum and check along the way to see if you hit one. If you got one, you just return. So calculate the array sum will be it's like you can first add them up, like so you have a new array that's the sum of from 0 to this I, index I, the sum, and you can do the minus. You can do the minus from like when you go through the array. So for example, you have this 1, maybe 1 plus 2 will be 3, and 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be 6. Array like this, 10, 15, plus, and you can, so it's your sum, or sum of this subarray from the beginning, and you can, divide, you can minus any two of them. Basically, you loop through this array, so that will also take square time.
Something I want to make sure I make clear is that you could encounter, I don't know if I said this, you could encounter a case that looks like this. And might be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you got this array, when you got this array, you still need to check, because you need to go through this like multiple times to check every pair, basically, because the pair, the minus, the subtraction of this the two numbers represent a subarray sum, so that will give you all the subarray sum, so you can check in there, but it's not very efficient, I guess. It's not very efficient. See. Okay. I think I have something maybe similar to the previous problem. I think you also use a set to record the basically you record the sum from the beginning, and you can check if basically the current sum. So okay, maybe I can write it down. Subarray and sum. So I mean, you could have sum. And basically you wanna so I think you add the so that's your current sum, and basically you want to see if and we also have a set again. And if you basically want to check if your set has the target minus sum. If you have target minus sum, yeah, you oh, I should use a map here because you wanted the indices, right? It's just a new map. 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 Oh, return the map target minus sum, and oh, it's get, right? In JavaScript, and also I. Or you just map set sum at I. Is that right? There might be a yeah, but it's it's a basic idea. It's like this. Maybe I have some indices discrepancy here. But for example, 1, 2, 3, 7, 5, 12. I should.
Okay. What happens if we do
no,
this?
It's.
Did you find something?
No. I think it seems to have a bug in the code. But yeah. Go ahead. You can do.
Well, I think I found the same bug, so I'll just let you work through it.
Okay. Yeah, it's. Some target. Let me try example here. Still 0. I see. So there's one each case. That's one each case, but still different. It's not for this. Two is
Okay.
one.
So, describe to me your sort of current thought process on this algorithm.
Yeah, it still have some bug, I'm afraid. But the because I'm thinking about you can have this, you can accumulate a sum. So from the beginning, and the subarray sum is really just the you subtract two subarray sum, right? So you got from the beginning, so you got the difference between them. So that's a subarray sum. So since you are doing this kind of difference or subtraction, it's sort of similar like the first problem, where you want to find a pair of integers that which has the difference diff. So I guess if you
explain
in the first
the difference to me a little bit more. So where does the difference come into the picture?
You mean the difference between the two problems?
Oh no, not between the two problems. But I guess what I mean, you started. I think you talked about difference.
Like find the difference of subtraction. Okay, it's like the subarray sum is I think the sum over from 0 to I. So basically, sum from I to J is equal to sum from 0 to J minus sum from 0 to I. So yeah, that's the difference I'm talking about. So it's basically a difference between two subarray sum from the beginning. Right. Okay. So if you consider the each sum from the beginning, as this element in the array, you basically you have the problem similar to problem one. So yeah. So I'm thinking using a set to do it as well, or a map. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Use a map because
I think that might be a bit of a. Yeah, just to sort of keep you on course here, since we're a little tight on time. I think that might be a bit of a red herring, because you know what? Why don't you see if this works? I don't want to stop you too early. Yeah.
Okay.
I would advise you to try to keep the two problems separate. That would just be my recommendation here. And let me know if you'd like a hint. I mean, I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
So can you explain to me why you think calculating sum I through sum j is easier done by this difference approach versus just calculating out sum I through sum j when you need to? What's the motivation there?
I guess it's just a one way to do it. It's not necessarily the better way to do it. It's just because when I sort of subarray sum, I would think of a minus, the difference between two sum. So that's just how I think of it. So, and in this case, if you really want to calculate the sum, like of all the subarray, that's really that's not very efficient, I guess. Yeah. So. Yeah. So do you understand this? Do you understand this function I wrote, like roughly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that this was a prepared solution. I thought you were still working on the problem.
Oh no. I'm trying to figure out what's the bug. Where's the bug? But I think this will work. Yeah, but it seems it has some. I need to go to details to try some example to fix this.
Yeah. So let's desk check a specific case. Let's say I give you 15 right here. Can you walk me through the test case on line 18?
Okay. So I think maybe we can try a maybe easier example. Maybe we can try like if you want to find five in this case.
Sure.
So basically, you will keep the sum of 1, and you try to find maybe you try to find 4, but you didn't find, you couldn't find 4, so then you go to the next one, you added up this, so now your current sum is 3. So you try to like find a 2 2, but yeah, it's still going. So, and now you've add up to 6, right? So 6. So now you have the sum of 6. Now your target is 5. So yeah, I guess that might be the problem. So you want to find you want to find, in this case it would be -1. So you fail. Okay. So you need to try the other way around. So maybe you also need to check if you can find like 1. Basically, so because the 6 minus 5, you also find 1, and now you have 1 here. So now you can you can use 6 minus 1, so that'll give you 5, which means your subarray is from the first index and to the the second index to the third index. So that will give you 5, because the 6 here minus 1 is equal to your target 5. So that's and because you have already recorded this 1 in your map or set, you can easily find it. Like, so you don't need to loop the array multiple times. You just loop it once, and you use a map or set to record the sum so far, and you can find the answer. So I think the algorithm, the function I wrote, is still problematic because I only check the target minus sum. But there will be cases where the sum is actually larger than the target. So it's absolute value. So I may need to check the sum minus target as well. Let me try if I can. So I think, let me try if I can output something. Oh, no. It's 0, so I guess I need to plus 1 here because oh no, plus 1 here, plus 1 here. That will end 3. It's really 3 will be So it's because it's running this example. It's 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 7. Yeah.
Okay. So I think this looks pretty good to me. There are a few.
Sorry, it took a lot of time to figure this out. Right? The case.
No, it's fine. I mean, we managed to fit 2 in one interview, so that's great. And you moved through these both pretty fast and with good efficiency. So.
I think I can. Yeah.
I have to go pretty soon because I have another interview at 9 and I need to eat a little bit. But
Sure.
do you have any questions for me on feedback or anything like that?
I haven't interviewed anyone, so I cannot really I think you're doing great. So doing great. I didn't know how to, I don't really have much feedback to you. It's just so I actually have one question. So did you do like interviewing for LinkedIn like in the past?
Yes, yes, I do.
And yes, and is the difficulty like sort of match the what's for real interview you will use for a real interview?
I think you would be happy to hear that the answer is yes. Yeah, these are both questions definitely on par with how we'd ask, and the level of difficulty in terms of the amount of help I gave you for this interview, you would definitely pass LinkedIn. So don't let it go to your head, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, sure. I feel a lot of interview, so I'm just trying to. Well, yeah. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, so I think just one last piece of feedback would be, I think if you find yourself in a place where like maybe you get stuck or you hit an edge case, it can be helpful for the interviewer. What you ideally want to do is you want to make sure that the interviewer is always sort of aware of your mode, if that makes sense. Like, is your mode I'm thinking about this problem, or is my mode I'm coding up this problem and I think of the solution? Or if you run into a thing and you're like, oh, like I have to backtrack and think about this edge case, then make sure you communicate, oh, this is the edge case I'm thinking about and it breaks my solution because of this, and now I'm going to try to think of a new solution. You did pretty well.
So you actually so you actually get confused along the way, right? Like for some time, I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Yeah, and some of that's my fault because I need to eat, but some of it I think in terms of trying to hack the interview process, in terms of like trying to make things go as well as you possibly can. Anything you can do to make the process easier for the interviewer is sort of points in the right column. So.
Okay. Good. Great. Yeah, I'll definitely improve on that. Try to make it. Yeah, because I get really nervous when I'm stuck, basically, on some case.
Yeah, it's very normal to get stuck. A lot of people who interview think that if they get stuck, they are already in trouble. But typically, what we try to do is we try to give problems that don't have super clear answers that you can just think of right away. Usually there's one or two tricks involved. And so the most important thing to think about is keeping your head on straight if that kind of thing happens, and backtracking.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks very much. Let me know.
Thank you.
I'm open to sharing my contact information if you want to follow up with any questions or hear about work life at LinkedIn.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, cool. Thanks very much, Chaotic Pizza.
Yeah. Thanks for interviewing at such a late time. So, and please, just good night.
All right, good night.
Yeah, good night.